Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, the man of the moment at the moment has to be the Minister of Home Affairs, Jack Mwimbu. He was very proactive in terms of providing information to the nation. So if you remember earlier on when I did the earlier broadcast concerning the news of JJ Banda being found and picked up somewhere in Kafue, the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, Jack Mwimbu, went live immediately. He did not wait for any misinformation to spread. He was very proactive in terms of clarifying where the police stand and what happened, the side of the government story. Because if you remember previously when news broke on Saturday that JJ Banda was missing, the police and government itself delayed before they provided information. Probably they were waiting for everything to be in their hands. But this time around, that wasn't the case. They provided the information that they had at hand at the time. So in as much as different videos were circulated and making rounds, there was a vision coming from official government body and official minister, and not just a random UPND chairperson or anything like that. So that is very commendable from the Minister of Home Affairs to do a clarification. So that's a live stream that he did. This happened early in the morning, just after I finished that broadcast. That's when he went live. Even Chifetari ended up even commending. He says Chifetari shared the same live stream of the Minister, Jack Mwimbu, with the caption saying, "If you want to be objective, progressive, and relevant in advocacy, you should be very attentive and observant and reasonable." This presser was good, giving kudos to Jack Mwimbu. That's the only way where you handle information. You don't wait for propaganda to have been spread or misinformation, then you start doing damage control. That's working from behind. So the minister was very proactive in that regard. And Chief Etari noted that, and he even went further to say, this is Chief Etari's caption: I do not know if I just like Honorable Jack Mwimbu, but the presser confirms that the honorable man that I know him to be, meaning Jack Mwimbu, is an honorable man. It is not that I just agree with everything that he says or everything that he said with regard to government's position during the presser, but the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, there's something to take from that statement. There is something to take from that statement. So simply giving kudos to the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs. He was very proactive with providing that information. But in other news, Bowman Lusambo seems to have had a very colorful day also in court. So as you may be aware, Bowman Lusambo has a number of court cases that he is attending to. There are a bunch in Lusaka, some in Ndola, and another one in Kabwe. So he was in Kabwe today. So a case in which Honorable Bowman Lusambo is active in Central Province, which is Kabwe, took place, where he's accused of having an unlawful gathering, has been adjourned to tomorrow. So during this interaction, something happened. So Bowman Lusambo reported to say he was being trolled by what people he alleges to be UPND thugs. Trolled me, that's his caption, he's saying. And he also alleges to say they kept on trailing him, and then he had an interaction with them. So this was the time when we stopped on the road, and let me play you the video so that you listen to what happened. So the car that you see on screen, that is a Range Rover in which Bowman Lusambo was driving, and the people that were trailing him in the video in the background. Let me play that video so that you see it for yourself.
Iwe na ufumia number plate, but you never ule kuleko pamoto, walikuwa tamano. Ai, iwe na ufumia number plate, but you never ule kopa number plate. Now we the motherfucker, idiot, imbo ayo. number, you na ufumia number plate, but you never uleko pa moto, kwa tamano. Aye. You na ufumia number plate. You na ufumia number plate, but you uleko pa number plate. Now we know about the.
So after they trod Bowman Lusambo on this road where he stopped and they had that interaction, so he decided to go back to, in fact, he was heading towards the court where he had that case. So some of the details that he shared in the caption that he says what happened was this. UPND, National Party for National Development, cadres attempted to abduct former Lusaka Province Minister Bowman Lusambo. This was posted by Smart Eagles from Kabwe Magistrate Court Complex area. Honorable Lusambo, also former Kabushi Member of Parliament, was appearing before court today in a matter where he's accused for conducting a unlawful gathering assembly when we recently made a stopover to buy ice cream and a Hungry Lion in Kabwe's Central Business District. And through jubilant Kabwe residents, the UPND thugs loaded in a silver Quantum bus. They put up the registration number for that particular car in which those guys were moving in, the ones that are following Bowman Lusambo there. 3 in 2 Toyota Mark II vehicles and 1 in white color and 2 in black. Silver came and pretty much narrating the situation that happened there. And then he said, the former Kabushi lawmaker says he was only saved from a near abduction by officers from the office of the president who led him out of the court premises and asked him to head towards the northern direction. So during that interaction, he says the people from the office of the president, OP in short, are the ones that rescued him. So I'll show you another video where they finally told him after that. So he says the OP officers told him that the UPND thugs would only leave him if he were to head into the direction, the Copperbelt direction. But even then after, heeding their advice, the UPND thugs continued to give chase until he decided to go and park at police command in Kabwe, where officers confirmed to him that they were aware of the UPND abductors pursuing him, Bowman Lusambo alleges. And let me show you now the video. So he said after he was given direction to go the Copperbelt direction, but still they trod him. So this is where he went to park now at the police.
Why don't you?
Why are you insulting? Why are you insulting? The program
Why you kopa?
na ifoventa tuli munobe. Yanshi moto kore kopa. Moto ke ore kopa yanshi. Moto ka yanshi. Moto ka yanshi ore kopa. Moto ka mwipshe nui. Yanshi moto kore kopa. Which criminals? Which criminals?
What are you doing here?
You ain't.
So that is what Bowman Lusambo was referring to, say after he noticed that they are still trailing him, he decided to go at police station, and this is where they confronted him still. And I don't know what you make of that video. So that's the situation.
Why
don't you?
Why are you insulting? Why are you insulting? The program
Why you kopa?
na ifoventa tuli munobe. Yanshi moto kore kopa. Moto ke ore.
So then again, the argument would be, he asked them a question to say, why are you following me? You're not my friends. But now they're saying, why are you capturing us? So their justification is not adding up. Anyway, we wait and see how that story plays out, because it makes no sense. Their only justification for them to follow him all these ways that because he was capturing a video of them, which does not add up. Listen to the interaction here. Anyway, I'm sure more details are going to be clarified, because the police officers, this was at the police station, and I'm pretty sure the police are going to give a report on what happened here.
Kopayanshi, moto kayanshi ule kopa, moto ka mwipshe nui, yanshi moto kore kopa. Which criminals? Which criminals?
What are you doing here?
You ain't.
So that's what happened to Bowman Lusambo earlier on in Kabwe, and he narrated that with that particular caption. And yeah, and he says those were UPND thugs, and he identified. He also names a government official that he says who had sponsored them, but I'm not going to broadcast that because that statement has no evidence at this point. I'm sure I will let him to do a live stream himself, and he can name those people. But yeah, in that particular caption, he named a number of people. But earlier on, again, if you remember when Munir, Zulu and Binwa Mpundo appeared with a number of PF members of parliament, where they were at Midland Hospital, where JJ Banda was initially taken just after being removed from Kafue. Police officers picked up Munir Zulu. Pretty much, in short, Munir Zulu has been arrested. So he put up this caption to say, picked up by police. And obviously, Masheke commented to say, this time you will know that what it means to spew hate speech. So simply saying you're in for it, responding to that particular post that Munir put up. And then he goes further. This is Masheke. He says, information we are receiving that Munir Zulu has been arrested by the Zambia police. He will explain which people from Northwestern province or Northwestern made JJ disappear, he says. So those are the allegations he's putting on Munir Zulu to say that's why he's been arrested, but the police are yet to confirm. But more people have been are confirmed to be been given a call out. So as I'm doing this particular broadcast, these people at the police station, because the call out there is slated for right now, and then the date is today. So the number of people that have been given the call out are, this is Edith Nawakwi, Mfue MP, and Ben Balchangala, and Munir Zulu. So those people, and then this was posted by the Patriotic Front, but this call out was given to those particular people to represent themselves at the Zambia Police Service Headquarters, second floor, room 229, and they sign it off there with today's date. So as I'm broadcasting, these people are having an interview with the police or whatever sort of, they're responding to that call out in short. So that is Edith Nawakwi, Mfuo MP, Ben Bachangala, and Munir Zulu. But Munir Zulu was picked up earlier on, so the other three should have just taken themselves. And also the police went further to give clarity on what happened. So they say, after Honorable, this was from Ray Amonga, police public relations officer, says, after Honorable JJ Banda was found in Kasenga family farm, and identified by the family members, so that's the area he was found in Kafue, and the family members are the first people to have gotten there. And then he also narrates the conflict that ensued from the family who are refusing him being taken to UTH or Mainasoko, and they ended up taking JJ Banda to Midland Hospital. So that's what he was simply recounting. So this is where I'm saying you gotta give kudos to Home Affairs Minister, even the police themselves. All this information came out immediately. They did not wait for anything. That's very commendable work from both government institutions. So pretty much the police gave the side of the story of what happened. And Fred Membe, this video keeps on resurfacing every now and then. I think we should just get ready. The Kenneth Kaunda video. So Fred Membe reposted the Kenneth Kaunda video where he was talking about Haka in the Ichlema. And then he captions this. Indeed, Comrade KK, meaning Kenneth Kaunda, this is Fred Membe's caption with the video of Kenneth Kaunda. Indeed, Comrade KK warned, and we fear the consequences of a divided nation. But we appeal to those in power today to more over things, change their ways and do the right things for our motherland. Mr. Haka Inde Ichlema should move away from this destructive path that he has taken. It will lead him nowhere. We have seen this before. Only truly united Zambia can remove us from our current crisis. And he signs it off, Fred Membe. So that's a video in which Kenneth Kaunda was saying the only person that he feared amongst political players was Haka Inde Ichlema in regard to say he is likely to not unite the nation. So that's a video that is captioned there. So this video every now and then resurfaces. It should have been shot, I think, in 2016, just right before the 2016 elections, and they did serious damage to President Hakainde Hichilema then. It's if the founding father can have hesitations and fear of an opposition person, then yeah, so this video did damage to the sitting president. Now, I'm pretty sure now it does not carry the same weight, but then it did. But obviously, political players keep on resurfacing the video and saying, I mean, you see the situation, KK had already spoken about this, and that's what Fred Membe has done here, using the same video. And yeah. What is Mao Sampa says, the best news is Honorable JJ is alive, and Honorable Mubu says he has no serious visible injuries after the nation was tormented with this saga. May the truth be told today, because conspiracy theories peddled not good for Zambia. Also, prioritize his close relatives to access him. So that's another issue. So once JJ was moved from the Midland Hospital taken to Manasoko, it's alleged that no one was given access to him, whether it's his wife or his children, nobody was given access. So that's what Mao Sampa was appealing to say. Yes, you can deny access to political players, but his family, his sisters, though that are known, are supposed to have access to him, because more rumors will just start spreading. That was Mao Sampa's appeal. He went further to say, this is still Mao Sampa, Criminal Investigation 101. The Shimabala toll gate has strong 24 hours cameras that record vehicles to and from Kafue non-stop. It should be easy to identify the vehicle that took Honorable JJ to Kafue from a period of Friday night to last night. And then, so that's what Mao Sampa is saying. I mean, the police can simply access recordings from the toll gate if you're picked up from Kafue, because those cameras are working 24/7. So that's the advice from Mao Sampa. What is Simon Moore has been going in? He says the only reason that Savoy is threatening to walk naked if JJ Banda is not found within 24 hours is because she's not married. A married woman cannot say such nonsense. So if you remember, Savoy had threatened to say she was going to walk to President Hakainde Hichilema's house in New Kasama, and the one that he refers to as community house, and strip naked and demand the release of what's his name, JJ Banda. So that's what Simon Moore was responding to. And then they had a back and forth. Savoy responded to him. The only question I have is, Simon Moore in television, is he normal or is he normal eye? So is Simon Moore normal eye? She simply asks, is he normal there? And then she tags him. And they had a back and forth, a number of posts were so he responded to that. I'm just wondering, this is Simon, I'm just wondering if you are normal for threatening to disrobe and dress in public. You are a disgrace to the female gender. So he responded to her. So this was a back and forth between Savoy Imboira and Simon Mwewa, or his real name Chitambala Mwewa. That is the back and forth that they had. And she went further to say, she responds to Simon Mwewa, you are just a disgrace to both genders. But and then she says you're an, I will not put up that word, but yeah, you can fill in the blanks. You have never grown up. It's a big overgrown baby. Women in Zambia, Nigeria, and many other countries have always undressed when dealing with the brutal regime. If you knew politics and not just English, you would understand the context and ways in which women have always used their bodies as a form of protest. So she says she justifies the reasons why she wanted to undress. And then he asks a question, says, so you were looking forward to that, the undressing. So they're still going back and forth, by the way. There are a number of posts. And then Godfrida Smaidi, this is the former Minister of Religious Affairs, the ministry that has been abolished, says, President Hakainde Hichilema, please ensure that Honorable JJ Banda lives. Zambia is on her knees calling on God for his life. I do not know how the president would do that, but anyway, for the people that have seen JJ are saying yes, he's got bruises and everything, but he's okay. unless otherwise. So that's Godfrida Samairi appealing to President Hakainde Hichilema. And yeah, so pretty much Simon Mo has been going. He says that the little man Munir says Tongas are no longer allowed in Eastern Province. So this was before Munir was arrested. He was building a case, and he also brought in this lady because the number of videos that they had done. This is the Mfu MP, and Simon says the PF constituency member of Parliament Maureen Mubanga is making very frightening threats, essentially declaring a tribal war and declaring a readiness to fight and take up arms. Such tribalism should not be entertained. And then she captions the video in which she had said that. So she's the lady is talking about. She's one of the people that the police have sent a call out to, among us Edith Nawakwi herself, Munir Zulu, and Benbra Changara. So this is the lady. And then he's pretty much building the case. It says PF Mfue, constituency member of parliament, says when a tribal war breaks out, we have enough Bembas and Easterners to overpower the police. She said in that particular video. Simon Moore posts that and her picture. And obviously, he was also building a case towards JJ. He was demanding for his arrest, to say if he lies to the police, he's supposed to be arrested. And that's where some people are responding to say, I mean, you are very cold and stuff. Yeah, so pretty much different opinions with regard to JJ's situation. But one thing I'm glad with is that the government and the police are providing information immediately. They're not waiting for anything to be taken out of context. And then Simon goes further to say, Balungu, that little man Munir and Saboy are all disappointed that JJ Banda has been found alive. They were hoping he was dead so that they can accuse the state of killing him, so that they can call for civil unrest. Now they have to rethink their statements or strategy. So Simon was saying that's why he's alleging Munir Zulu and Savoy were hoping that JJ will turn out dead, and so they can spin it in their favor. That's an allegation coming from Simon Mwewalen. Yeah, pretty much he's been going in on that. This story is still Simon. But another interesting aspect has come from these sisters. If you remember the video that I did earlier on, the ladies that were almost going at it with the police earlier on at Midland Hospital before JJ was transferred by government to Mainasoko Hospital. So these are the ladies that you see on screen. So they are live right now, recounting the situation. So, and then this is on Smarty, because it's also live on the Patriotic Front page. And they say the family of Petauke Central speak to the media. So simply recounting to say, and then crying to say they should be given access to their relative. They are not political players, and some of the extracts from those statements. So these are the ladies. They haven't even changed the clothes anyway. This is what they wore in the morning when they had that interaction. So Lenny Banda has been chosen as his family spokesperson. That's the lady who was addressing the media. And these are some of the relatives who are besides her. So Honorable JJ's family representative narrates how police brutalized them in the presence of Home Affairs Minister Jack Mwimbu. So they allege that Jack Mwimbu was also present when the police went to pick up JJ at Midland Hospital, taking him to Mainasoko. So that's what she says. He was present when that interaction was happening. If you haven't seen the video, go and see the previous live stream that I did. You'll see that interaction there. And some of the extracts from it, there was an identified nurse who came with an injection as well, and wasn't part of the Midland Hospital staff. Lenny Banda, family representative. So in that live stream, those are the extra that are coming from that. And then the best comments to say, it is good that government took him to a safer place than that hospital. Wasn't safe for him. So that's a good thing, because with such stories coming up from the family, if government had left him there and anything went wrong, it would have been held accountable. So you can see why government made that move to take JJ to Mainasoko, so that he's in a secure environment, and he's going to share what happened anyway. We wait and see how that plays out. More information from that live stream that those ladies are having. If the police officers really cared about Honorable JJ Banda, they would have gotten him to the place in Kafiwe, where he was dumped. He was dumped first, which is JJ Banda. So simply says, if the police really cared, they would have been the first people to reach JJ Banda, but instead it was the family and other PF members of parliament that reached him in Kafiwe. The amazing member of parliament, Munir Zulu, has been picked up by police. This is simply the same news. So Munir and others we wait and see. The UPND say that he was at a girlfriend/wife in Kafiwe. Remember, he moved from the first wife to the second wife the same night. What is your guess? So these are simply political jargons from the UPND. This is what I was saying to say. It's good that we got an official statement from a government body and not just some chairperson from the UPND, because you can see such allegations which have no fact to say. JJ was coming from the girlfriend's house, going to another girlfriend's house. But anyway, it's expected. These are politics. But one thing I like is that official statements are coming on time and immediately from the police and the Ministry of Home Affairs. These statements coming from the UPND page are expected, where you just make allegations. You don't even know who the admin there. So like those that are coming from the PF, each team is trying to push their own propaganda. Anyway, if anything else comes up, I'll keep you posted. That's the news so far. YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe like this.